First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. We say that when the apostles and elders agree with us well. Our teachers, our apostles in the truth. And we say salutations for the account to the pushing the truth and say in and the out. Constantly in season and season, we say shalom. Once again, going into a video here, and this basically touching upon this clip here, this video that this Jake did, right? And that's some, again, I did a video on this yesterday, and I came back to the same video to do something upon that what he said, right? Something that he said. And nonetheless, I'll play the clip here.
And our child was caught up unto God and his throne. So now we know this child is Jesus. She brought forth a man-child. And a lot of people don't pay attention to this. It said, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron? Not rapture me off to heaven, fly around Mars and Jupiter. It said, who was to rule all nations, because the kingdom is coming to earth. Nobody is going to heaven. Keep saying that. When people die, they do not go to heaven, sisters and brothers. They stay in the ground until Christ come back. And if you make the first resurrection, you're going to be in the kingdom then, and you're not going to be getting judged. But if not, you're going to raise up in the last time when the Father's kingdom come. But
now this is a problem with many things, as I brought forth yesterday. In order to be a teacher, one need to teach you again, and they need to be teaching you the right thing. Because why is because you will come doing videos like what to see this fella here doing videos, but not understanding what it is he reading, or not understanding what it is really going on, or what it is the breakdown is. You understand? You just hear him saying those kind of stuff, because again, they don't read. Sometimes they just see something, sometimes they just go for it, and they pick and choose what it is they want to teach. They pick and choose who it is they want to listen to, and so forth. Because him making a statement is wrong. That is why the scripture say to read, and the scripture say we need to be taught again. You understand? No, nonetheless, I'm gonna go to our scripture here. This is the book of he say you gonna be staying in the ground, right? Which is not scriptural. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, right? This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 7. It said, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So there is just a straight cut to what it is say. It said, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So that is a straight cut. Now going back to something he said right here, right?
Ground until Christ come back, and if you make the first resurrection, you're gonna be.
Now this here how totally wrong that statement he now made, right? Here how wrong he is, because let's go to the book of Thessalonians, right? First Thessalonians. Chapter 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, right? I'll start from 13, right? This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13. It say, but I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will God bring with him. Even them also which sleep in Yahushua will God bring with him. So what I'm telling you, they're coming back with who? The Lord. Then Messiah is coming back with the Lord. Were you talking about that is staying in the earth and so forth? That is not scriptural. That is a false teaching. It say for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them. We shall be caught up together with them. So we going up with them. Just saying, I don't know if I'll be alive or not, but just saying, them that are alive, as the scripture says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Right? So shall we ever be with the Lord. So I don't know where you getting this thing what we really did. Now, again, as I say, there are many things that he's teaching that you can see about zeal, but not according to what? Not according to knowledge. Right? Right? Now, let me jump to the next scripture here. This is the book of 1 Samuel, right? 1 Samuel chapter 28, right? 1 Samuel chapter 28. I will start from verse. I would just jump around with the verses, right? This is 1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 3. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented him and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and wizards out of the land. Now, the point is that Samuel dead, right? Samuel died. It also gives a point that Saul was putting away them that was doing like going on to familiar spirits and so forth, which goes back to what the law, right? Now jump into verse 5. It says, and when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. So Saul was not going to answer no way he turned to from the Lord, right? Because why? That spirit departed from him. He said, then said Saul unto his servant, seek me a woman that had a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, behold, there is a woman that had a familiar spirit at Endor, right? He said, and Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went and 2 men with him, and they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee. And when the woman said unto him, behold, thou knowest what Saul had done, how he had cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare of my life to cause me to die? And Saul sware by her, by the Lord, saying, as the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, whom I shall bring up unto thee. And he said, bring me up Samuel. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of earth. I saw gods ascending out of earth. It didn't say descending. It didn't say staying. It said ascending out of earth. Come on. I don't know. I don't know what they gain this stuff from. Again, we don't know in the last days this would come. This would come. Right? But as the scriptures say in the book of Ecclesiastes, in the book of Thessalonians, right? I'm going to go back to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7, it says, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. The spirit shall return unto God that gave it. Again, I don't know if you believe in like fallen angels and all this sort of stuff, but nonetheless, as I say, I will continue doing videos. I'll go through his videos, and where I see you wrong, I will touch up. I will do a video upon. I'm gonna jump to the next scripture. This is the book, same book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. Now he say when I die, you would stay here. So why didn't the Messiah spirit stay here? Why did the scripture say the Messiah is going to come back, coming back through them clouds, coming back from the sky? Why? Why if everybody that died is staying here, why is that not applied to who? The Messiah. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3. 3 verse 19. It say let's start from verse 18. Verse 18, I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts, even one thing befalleth them. As the one died, so died the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man had no prominence above a beast, for all is vanity. They say all go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward? Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward? And the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth. So by the here we say, who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward? Again, yeah, as you read in Thessalonians, it say descending from heaven. Descending from heaven. Right? 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. I'll read it back. It said, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. You understand? As straight as it could be. As straight as it could be. Alright, that's my next scripture I want to bring here. I believe it's in Acts. This is the book of Acts chapter 1. Go to verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they behold, he was taken up, and the cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in a white apparel. So he went up. He went up. Now your statement is that when we die, we stay here. So then why didn't that apply to the Messiah? Why didn't it apply to certain things? So you see where it is Jake by hey. So yes, hey, again, as I say, I will continue going through some of this stuff, and wherever it is I see it is great. There's some topics here I know he might go off with, and I will have to touch upon. You understand? Now there's certain things he get right. Even in this one video here, it had certain things he get right. But nonetheless, first I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We see them as apostles and elders of great mission, and our teachers of apostles in truth. And we say salutations for the Akaman to push on to and say din and the out. You know, constantly in season we say Shalom.